Lao Tzu, meaning old master, was an ancient Chinese philosopher and writer, regarded as the founder of Taoism. Taoism emphasizes living in harmony with the Tao, a path of virtuous conduct that leads to a life of harmony. He is credited with writing Tao Te Ching, Taoism's most sacred text, where he outlines 4 cardinal virtues that, when embraced, reveal the truth of the universe. Lao Tzu believed that by following these teachings, one could achieve greater wisdom, happiness, and a deeper connection to spirituality. His teachings, studied and practiced for over 2,500 years, continue to influence millions worldwide. In this video, we'll explore how to cultivate spirituality by following Lao Tzu's 4 cardinal virtues. 1. Reverence for life. Lao Tzu says, living in the moment brings you a sense of reverence for all of life's blessings. This virtue manifests as unconditional love and respect for all beings, starting with ourselves. Taoist monks are said to have absolute reverence for life, refraining from harming any living being, even insects. They believe that harming weaker creatures is a greater wrong, as they cannot defend themselves. In modern life, excess is the norm. In pursuit of profit and consumption, we often harm other life forms and neglect our fellow humans. How often do we post pictures of our pets on social media while still eating meat? Or pass by homeless people without a second thought? Living in harmony with nature requires balancing our yin and yang energies, the dual forces of the natural world. Yin is feminine and nurturing, while yang is masculine and assertive. By integrating both, we create balance and respect for all life. When we respect and love ourselves, this naturally extends to others. True spiritual practice teaches us that all creatures are equally important and deserving of respect. Trying to dominate or control others leads us away from enlightenment. True love is freedom. 2. Natural sincerity. Lao Tzu teaches, when pure sincerity forms within, it is outwardly realized in other people's hearts. This virtue emphasizes honesty, simplicity, and authenticity. To live harmoniously with the universe, we must stay true to ourselves and not allow external pressures to sway us. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to lose touch with our true selves. We often try to please others, which leads to emotional depletion and dissatisfaction. To grow spiritually, we must honor our true nature and make decisions that reflect respect for it. When we make choices that don't align with our true selves or act dishonestly, we feel discomfort, anxiety, and resentment. Caring too much about what others think interferes with the natural flow of life. True spiritual growth comes when our words and actions align with our beliefs and integrity. Being sincere and truthful may not win you many friends, but it will attract the real ones. Only real friends can meet your emotional needs for belonging and intimacy. Lao Tzu also viewed sincerity as one of the most important qualities in leadership. He believed that when a leader is sincere and truthful, this quality is reflected throughout the community. If people rebel against their leaders, Lao Tzu saw it as a sign of insincerity in leadership. A true leader preserves the ultimate reality, embraces the Tao, and promotes sincerity, leading the world joyfully. An inspiring leader doesn't impose orders, but clarifies how to act toward a common goal that serves the greater good. The goal of Taoism is to be true to yourself. By accepting the truth about ourselves and others, we find peace and help others on their paths as well. 3. Gentleness. Lao Tzu said, the first is gentleness, the second is economy, and the third is shrinking from taking precedence over others. Gentleness means being kind to all life and not acting out of ego-driven desires. When we practice gentleness, we let go of the need to always be right, because kindness matters more than being correct. Lao Tzu placed gentleness above all else, believing that a spiritual person does not interfere with the natural flow of the Tao. To understand this flow, Taoists often use the metaphor of water. Water effortlessly follows its path, shapeless and formless, adapting to whatever it meets along the way. It also sustains life. For both humans and animals, water cools the body, dissolves impurities, and circulates nutrients and waste. Similarly, gentle people are often therapeutic, more empathetic, flexible, and less likely to punish others. Like water, they preserve their character while adapting to life's challenges. On the other hand, if you've been resisting the flow, acting out of ego, and fighting the will of the universe, you'll likely find yourself in a dark place, feeling desperate and depressed. As the Taoist principle of yin and yang suggests, there is no happiness without sorrow. Lao Tzu emphasized that anyone who emerges from such dark times has embraced the Tao and, as a result, gains the capacity to understand others who are struggling. Thus, gentleness becomes the core virtue when relating to others. If you study the writings of Lao Tzu and Taoist monks, you'll see that gentleness encompasses forgiveness, acceptance, and love. Through your own struggles, as you've accepted the ways of the universe, you'll be more ready to forgive because you understand the suffering of others. You've been there. You will learn to accept differences and treat everyone as a messenger with their own life mission, offering them the respect they deserve. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in our own egos and desires, forgetting to be gentle and attuned to the needs of others. With the attention we receive on social media, we become mini celebrities, broadcasting idealized versions of ourselves while losing touch with reality and inflating our egos. In a world where power, influence, and the number of followers are valued, we can easily overlook others' needs because we're encouraged to be self-centered. To be emotionally healthy and happy, you need close, genuine relationships. The best way to build these bonds is through gentleness and understanding of others' struggles. Modern society often equates gentleness with weakness because we misunderstand sensitivity. However, true strength lies in sensitivity. As the yin-yang symbol suggests, there is no night without dawn, meaning that to be truly strong, you must first be vulnerable and sensitive. Without integrating these qualities, spiritual health remains unattainable. The key to global change begins with the individual, so start with your own life and surroundings. Be gentle with the planet by recycling plastics. Donate clothes you no longer use, and instead of fulfilling consumers' desires, give to a good cause. But start with small steps. Be gentle with yourself and your loved ones. If you argue, remember that kindness is more important than being right. When you embrace this, you'll release the ego-driven desire to dominate or control others, aligning yourself with the universe. 4. Supportiveness. Lao Tzu teaches, giving to others selflessly and anonymously, radiating light throughout the world and illuminating your own darkness. Your virtue becomes a sanctuary for yourself and all beings. This virtue manifests as selfless service to others, without expecting any reward. It is the essence of humanity, focused on cultivating a spirit of service and channeling the good within to improve others' lives. In modern life, our connections are often portrayed as a rat race, where we focus primarily on our own interests. Despite advances in technology and greater leisure time, many people report feeling more isolated and depressed. According to Taoist teachings, this stems from a pursuit of selfish desires, turning people against one another. Society, once built on cooperation and human interaction, is now crumbling, leaving people feeling more desperate and alienated. The solution is simple. Instead of letting excuses like "I don't have enough time" or "money" dominate, we should ask ourselves, "How may I serve?" Shifting our attention from self-interest to helping others is key. The message is clear. Focus on others' well-being, not just your own. Supportiveness isn't only about financial contributions. It includes simple gestures like listening, being there for someone, or donating things you no longer need. The yang energy that drives us toward our goals thrives on the sense of belonging and togetherness. There is no better way to feel connected than by supporting others. You can connect with people and contribute to a greater cause, regardless of your religious or political beliefs. For example, protecting the environment is a cause that unites many, with eco-activist groups offering opportunities for adventure and bonding. When you focus on what you can do for others without expecting anything in return, you'll find joy in serving. Sometimes, just being present for others is enough. Humanity's basic need is spiritual health, and this cannot be achieved without supporting one another. These four virtues, when fully embraced, will bring happiness into your life, illuminating the path to true joy. The four cardinal virtues are a roadmap to the simple truth of the universe.